Hello, everyone. Suzanne Hacker here, your vacation rental business coach with Welcoming Wow. And I am back with another Owner's Club interview today. And today we're talking with Jen. And Jen has quite the story and has quite the little business that I really want to make sure she can share with all of you, and then also hear about her properties and her business. So Jen, if you want to just introduce yourself, tell us a little about you and your family first.
Hey, I'm Jen Leviseur. My husband Ryan and I, we live in Northwest Arkansas. We're originally from Texas. We have 3 little boys, 7, 5, and 1, and I stay home with them and homeschool them. So we just enjoy hanging out together as a family, enjoying the beautiful Ozarks, hiking and mountain biking, and obviously running our business.
So in addition to being a mom and homeschooling the kids, then you have a vacation rental business as well with a few peripheral onto that. So and how did you decide, or why did you decide to start a vacation rental business?
So my husband and I guess you could call us kind of serial entrepreneurs, or kind of chasing that entrepreneurial dream. So back when we had our first son, I stopped working to stay at home with him. I started a little agency doing website design, and then we also started an Amazon business. So we did online arbitrage, and we also had some private label products, and like beard care products and organic baby blankets. So we did that for a little while. We actually stumbled into the short-term rental world by going to a conference, and a guy was speaking there about it. And we've traveled a lot with our kids, and we thought, we could probably do a really good job of this, because we know exactly what our avatar as families is looking for in rentals, and we prefer to stay in those than hotels. Yeah, that's kind of just where it started. We were actually in a big move. So we moved from Texas to Arkansas, and I was pregnant with our second son, and we decided to just jump in and start our short-term rental business here.
Nice. So you started it about 5 years ago. Is that about correct?
That's about right. Mm-hmm.
What did you do first? You buy a property, you do rental arbitrage. What was your first step?
Our first step was rental arbitrage. Yeah, we actually joined a mastermind group specifically for rental arbitrage, because it was an easier way to enter the market. It was less startup costs, especially for a down payment and that kind of stuff. So that's where we started, and we grew that piece of our business from the 1 to 15.
Okay. Yeah. 15 all under rental arbitrage, or did you have some purchases in there along the way?
No, those were all our arbitrage. We actually purchased our first one back in August.
Wow, congratulations. Okay, so newer into that. So, and I know we didn't even talk about this, but I like to kind of, see where the journey takes us. So tell us, which do you prefer, rental arbitrage or owning, or do they both have their place?
So I think they definitely both have their place, but for us, after doing the rental arbitrage for so many years, we have realized for us, it's better that we start purchasing the properties instead. So that's where we are. We're looking to purchase more from now on and manage.
And what do you see are the benefits on the purchasing a vacation rental over the rental arbitrage?
So number one, which I could give you examples of this, is, so like I said, we had 15 rental arbitrage units.
Yeah.
Okay, with rental arbitrage, you're beholden to, especially if it's a property management company and they're in apartments, you're beholden to them. But not only the management company, if the building itself changes ownership, there might be an issue there. So we've run into this twice now. Yeah, 2 of the buildings that we were in, one of the buildings was an amazing location, but 2 of the buildings we were in, the ownership changed, and the new ownership decided that they did not want to service any more short-term rentals in their buildings, like have them there, allow them. So we had to close those down. So now we have a lot of furniture.
Okay. So we know where to go if we're ever in the Arkansas area and we're like, we need some furniture for a new vacation rental.
Exactly. So that's definitely not fun. Also, there can be challenges sometimes with the property management itself if there's a lot of turnover. We've had great relationships with some of the property managers, and some of them have not been so great. So that can be a challenge. Also, just recouping your costs can be a challenge, which I guess can be a challenge regardless of arbitrage or purchase. If the leases they won't renew the leases, well, then you're just stuck with a lot of furniture.
Which may have not even been completely paid for yet, depending on the situation.
Exactly.
So do you find that your net income is better on the property that you purchased versus the rental arbitrage? Or really does it, again, just depend?
Yeah, well, it depends on the unit, because, for instance, our units in Dallas, so we have 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, but primarily 1 bedroom, 1 bathrooms, and they're all apartments. our goal when we started was to net at least $800 to $1,000 a month. And with arbitrage, right, it's kind of like quantity gets you that increase in cash flow, right? So that's why we were like, let's go from this many to this many so we could get more of that cash flow. So with that, we net around some months, it's like $500 per apartment. Some months it's $1,500 to $2,000 per apartment. With our house, we really focused on getting good data to purchase the house to make sure we made a good investment. And so we have a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom, has a pool. So that, for instance, I think it net 7,000, 8,000 last month.
It's a big difference.
Then a per unit, the revenue there.
Well, thank you for sharing those numbers with us then too. Sure. If you could turn back the clock to back before you first started this all and on this journey, what would be the biggest piece of advice you would give yourself?
Oh, I think number one, that this business is not real estate business. It's a hospitality business. So I think for people that are new and like maybe haven't started, don't get caught up in the fact that you're not a real estate agent or that you don't have any real estate experience, because that's like the last thing, right? You don't really need to worry about that. You can figure that out. The main piece is the hospitality portion, creating an awesome guest experience and being very communicative and responsive and just providing a great place for people to stay.
Especially when your avatar is those families and you're working towards making those memories or helping them to make those memories what they, do on vacation. So that's great. Thank you for that. So let's then just pivot a little to talk about the one that you own. So did you name your property and do you have a theme for it?
We haven't named it yet. We're still kind of noodling with that, but kind of the theme is, so we took a property, we had to totally renovate it. And it's really like a black and white theme. It's very clean, kind of modern. That's kind of the theme of that one. But we do have some other themed units.
Okay. Tell us a little.
Okay. So in Dallas, we have Game of Thrones themed unit. We have Star Wars. We have a Marvel, a Texas themed unit. We have an industrial themed unit. We have like a Great Gatsby kind of 1920s themed unit. So we just wanted a coffee themed unit. We wanted to have a lot of fun there to kind of set ourselves apart. Yeah.
Did you do your own design or do you hire a designer?
When we first started, we hired a designer because she's a magician and like you give her the keys and 3 days later she's done. Then I started doing them. So I've done the past probably 4 that we've had myself.
Obviously, you've got a lot going on in life with the children, the marriage, the homeschooling, the vacation rental business. For other families out there who are maybe trying to do something similar, give them a little piece of advice on how you guys make this all work.
Okay.
Because I'm assuming your husband is not also a stay-at-home dad.
Right. No. So my husband, he has a full-time job. He does work remotely. So we're very fortunate that his schedule is very flexible. I think the big thing is that it's just a partnership between the two of us. So we 100% tag team this business together. But we've also, in the past year, finally hired VAs to allow ourselves to step back a little bit so we could work more on the business instead of in the business. I think that's a big piece of it. We homeschool, but we also find opportunities for our kids to go, enjoy some activities so they're away from us. Having like great support and, or if you're able to have some childcare at least once or twice a week, that has helped me be able to sit down and really focus on some of our business goals.
Yeah, thanks for sharing that. I appreciate that. I know I had talked to another couple who were very much partners in the business, and that question was also for them, like, okay, how do you make all of this work and not be like,
Yeah.
What is the name of like your overarching business then? And how can people find you?
Sure. It's called Sojora, Sojora, kind of like a riff on sojourn. And they can find us online at sojora.com or Instagram at staysojora.
And then if they go to sojora.com, will they find all of your listings there that they can direct book with you?
Yes, they will.
So is there any question that I didn't ask you today that you just really want to make sure that you share with other owners who are in this business?
I guess just be persistent. Like don't get discouraged if you put a listing up and you're not getting any bookings. You might need to tweak some things, join some good Facebook groups to get out there, and you can network with other people. It's always great to network with owners in your area, so find local Facebook groups specific to your area and network with those folks. Again, it's all about service and hospitality. So if it's centered around that, then you should do well.
So your properties are in Dallas, and then what other cities there in Arkansas?
So we're currently in the Bentonville area in Arkansas, Dallas, and San Antonio, and we just onboarded a hotel in Arkansas, this boutique hotel to run or to manage, because another part of our business is managing for other people and co-hosting.
Okay. So that boutique hotel then, I'm pivoting just a little on that as well, but can they book those hotel rooms through your Sajora.com, or no, it's a separate entity?
Yes, we're going to have them. We have them on both of our website, our direct booking website, and the hotel's website.
Awesome. And what is the name of the hotel, and will it be staying that?
No, they are rebranding it. I will update that when that's done.
I would love for you to give us that update, and then we can make sure that we share it with the interview and stuff as well. One last question for you, because we've talked about a wide variety of things. We got in touch originally because of website design and platform and things like that. So I'm assuming you've done a few of those with websites and also setting up people on the platform. Is that something that you want to do more of?
Yes, I'm interested in helping more hosts kind of get set up on websites. They do think it's important not to have all your eggs in the Airbnb or the Vrbo basket.
Yeah.
So I do think it's important that people are getting direct booking websites up, whether it's just like a lead page or if it's a full-on website. Like, definitely have an online presence where people can book through you.
Awesome. So if there was a vacation rental owner who was watching this and they wanted to get a hold of you to talk about having you help them, or at least talk about that, what's the best way for them to reach you on that?
Probably Instagram for now. So it's STR Simplified.
TR Simplified. All right. Awesome. Well, we will make sure that we post that with this as well. And I appreciate you so much taking your time today and sharing your journey and giving all that great advice. I really appreciate it. You did a great job.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome.